What is going on? Is Microsoft gonna finally buy Activision Blizzard? Starting to look that way. Find out the who, what, when, and why. Only on today's episode of... Well, if it isn't our old friend Microsoft, strutting around like a peacock in a henhouse after winning its FTC trial to buy Activision Blizzard. I mean, who needs a new pair of socks when you can just buy a multi-billion-dollar gaming company, right? So here's the scoop. A California judge, Jacqueline Scott Corley, decided to let Microsoft close its acquisition of Activision Blizzard after 5 days of what I can only imagine was the most riveting testimony since the O.J. Simpson trial. Microsoft still has an antitrust case hanging over its head like a bad toupee, but Judge Corley decided to deny the FTC's request for a preliminary injunction. In her ruling, Judge Corley said that Microsoft's acquisition of Activision has been described as the largest in tech history. It's like if David married Goliath, but instead of slingshots and stones, they're throwing around video games and cloud services. The judge acknowledged that the deal deserves scrutiny, but ultimately sided with Microsoft, stating that the FTC hadn't shown a likelihood it would prevail on its claim that the merger would substantially lessen competition. Microsoft, of course, is over the moon about the decision. Brad Smith, Microsoft's president, said the company was grateful to the court in San Francisco for this quick and thorough decision. I bet he's also grateful for his morning latte and the fact that he doesn't have to find parking in downtown San Francisco. Meanwhile, the FTC is licking its wounds and planning its next move. FTC spokesperson Douglas Farrar said they were disappointed in the outcome and would be announcing their next step to continue their fight to preserve competition and protect consumers. It's like a boxing match, but instead of gloves and a ring, they're using legal briefs in a courtroom. The UK regulator, however, is still trying to block Microsoft's proposed acquisition, and Microsoft is currently appealing that decision. So, what's next? Well, the FTC has until 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on July 14th to appeal Judge Corley's decision. If the court order stands, this would be the second major loss for FTC Chair Lina Khan as the head of the regulator. It's like a bad sequel, but instead of bad acting and poor plot lines, it's legal defeats and regulatory setbacks. In the end, it's a complicated scenario, and it's clear Microsoft and the CMA are both hoping to avoid a messy situation. It's like a bad breakup, but instead of tears and heartbreak, it's legal battles and corporate mergers. Speaking of tears and heartbreak, hook a brother up and subscribe if you are so inclined. So there you have it. The world of tech and gaming continues to be as dramatic and unpredictable as a reality TV show, but with less hair-pulling and more legal jargon. Stay tuned for the next episode.